Hi people, hope you're well. And just in case you're wondering what's this all about, yeah. Well, it's a new training tool. Now listen, in 1898, a gentleman called Edward William Barton-Wright brought to England a martial art, and it was called bartitsu, yeah. So it were like a mash between his name and jiu-jitsu, Barton Jitsu, yeah. So bartitsu. Now it involves stick fighting, fencing with a stick, I believe. A form of French kickboxing, wrestling, yeah, bit of pugilism, I think that's what they called it, yeah, boxing. But mainly the stick fighting. I've become interested in it lately. Obviously, not because I want to self-defense myself, you know, wah, ting, ting. I don't want to do all that. I just want to warm my shoulders up, yeah. And bartitsu, the drills that you can do in bartitsu are perfect for strengthening grip, wrist, shoulders, yeah. Now, the thing with bartitsu is you haven't got to have a firm grip, you've got to have a soft grip, yeah, otherwise it gets difficult to really whip the thing, yeah. Now, I make a lot of mistakes when I do this, but just listen, it's only for exercise at the moment, but it is something that I'm definitely going to take up because I'm really interested in it. I've become really interested in it. I've ordered the book by Barton-Wright and I can't wait to get it. Right, so, as a warm-up tool, yeah. And try not to duck. I'm in the habit of still ducking, yeah, because I'm scared. But you've got to try not to duck and trust the process that you're not going to hit yourself. So swing round, yeah, and try not to duck. Now, obviously, you can go slow because we can't do it. And everything that you can't do, you always start off slow. And then when you build good habits, then you can speed up. A bad habit that I've got is dodging the stick with my head. Need to get out of that, yeah. But eventually, when you get good, you can grab this stick and really whip it round, yeah. And no matter what you try to do is create the momentum to give somebody a good clobber on the patty, yeah. Somebody that's just trying to mug you in the street. And you go, what old boy, I'm not taking that. And you give them a good clobber on the head, yeah. But if you compare this to Indian clubs with the movement on the shoulders and how it makes the shoulders work at 360 and the wrist constantly working, it really, really is probably one of the best shoulder warm-ups you can do before training to get all those muscles woke up and the rotator cuffs nice and warm so you don't get more injured than what we already are, yeah. So at the moment, people, and that bend of the arm there, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it right, to be fair, but from a training point of view, it really does switch on every single muscle in that shoulder cuff, yeah, therefore strengthening all of it equally, yeah. And it's quite interesting, really. It's quite interesting. I've been watching some videos of people who can really do this, and it's surprising what damage they can do with a stick. I've got wrong stick at the moment. I've got a beach stick. Just simply because I'm not going to use it under any force, any load. I'm just going to be swinging it round, yeah. But if you want to take it up as a proper sport, then your best stick is hickory because it's hard, yeah. I mean, if I probably hit something with this stick, it'd probably snap because it's made of beech. But like I said, it's not for that, it's for training, yeah. And it really is good. The shoulders are really, really warm now. So today, yeah, see this bad habit that I've got, ducking stick, I need to get out of that. Yeah, I need to trust the process. Yeah, and just let the hand swing. You can get some real momentum. Yeah, I mean already that wrist is strengthening up. Yeah, it's a real good wrist strengthener. I mean, you can just basically do stuff like that to strengthen your wrist, or you can just side to side, yeah, as if you're fencing, guarding, yep. And it all strengthens, like things, rotator cuffs, wrists, yeah, everything. And it really, really does open that socket because the stick takes it round. So it's got no choice. It's not doing the movement on its own. So if it's got any bad habits in that shoulder, which mine has, it kind of ain't got no choice but to go around with stick and momentum. So it stretches those muscles out that have become really lazy and really tight. Really is good. So what am I doing today? I am doing chest and shoulders. And chest and shoulders has fallen on the weider super strength builder, the Bullworker and the power spring. So it's just fallen on right there for the equipment that's purposely built for chest. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with weider super strength builder, and I'm going to start with the underhand grip for the chest. This trains chest, shoulders, arms and wrists. Yep, I'm going to go through a nice 20. $19, $20. I'm going to go for 5 more because I like the feel of it. Five. If you put a big squeeze on it, yeah, emphasise that squeeze, it really, really does pump the chest. Next exercise, similar to the first one, instead of being upside down, it's that way, yeah. Hands high, squeeze. Big squeeze, yeah. Don't be in a rush. Remember, time under tension is your friend. $17. $20. That pause at top really does sort the men out from the boys, even with such a lightweight. Now, this weider super strength builder I use as like to just warm up. This is why I'm not really bothered about weight. Or should I say resistance. This super strength builder is basically just waking the body up. So this next exercise, just in case you get confused, you can start there and just flip it down. And then you've got the grip right here. And squeeze down. Tense your abs. That pause really does bite after a while, yeah. This is why you don't have to really have an heavy weight, because going through the process of doing the different exercises straight after each other kind of tires the chest out for the next movement. Four. So that hit chest, it hit lats, and it hit shoulders, forearms, yeah. Pretty much all the upper body got hit with that movement. Next exercise, we're going to crush that way, so we'll do side chest, yeah. 10 on each arm this time. 7. Normally when I do that exercise, I have 1 or 2 springs on. I've gone for 4 this time, that's why I'm really slow at it, because it's difficult. Left chest, inside, hold it. That resembles a couple of exercises that. It resembles a dumbbell press, but it also resembles a little bit of a fly as well. So you get inside, outside, pretty much all your chest gets hit with that really, but it's more emphasis on the inside here. Right, so this next exercise comes from the wall chart that you get when you buy this piece of kit in 70s from Weider. This is Serge Nubret on here, and the next exercise is shoulder exercise, but he does it behind his neck. Now, what I find when you do that exercise behind your neck, you're truncating the neck miles too forward under load, and as we know nowadays it's bad for you, so I'll do it in front, and it's for shoulders, yeah, so quite high and squeeze, and then my neck's not compromised then. You can go higher if you want, but my ceiling won't allow me. It's nice to go a little bit higher as well if you can. But you get a really good pump on your deltoids, and you get a really good pump on these weaker muscles just there. Good exercise that. So whereas they wanted you to do that behind the neck, which is impossible, this one's behind the neck, which is a bit more doable, yeah, because you can reach your arms back, yeah. Now I've never done it with all the springs on before, but I'm feeling better with this shoulder injury, so it might be able to cope with it, might not, we'll see. Miles better. Just have a breather, because that's just starting to get a little bit too tired. I don't want to push it. I'm impressed with that though, yeah. This has been well injured for a long time, and a few months ago I wouldn't have been able to do that. It is getting better all the time. Nice, so 15. I'll do 2 more. When you reach that position at the squeezed position, don't be in a rush to let go. Have a physical pause, and that is the position that puts all the tension on the muscles. And if you remember to do that, instead of just blasting them out, you don't need to go as heavy, so you can get away with training lighter, yeah, which is I always like at my age. Yeah, I'm not into this heavy training anymore. It did a lot of damage to me. And I finally realised it was not the right way to go at my age. Yeah, my body was absolutely shot training heavy. And this is why you'll never see me train heavy anymore, yeah, because I'm too old. Next exercise, the pull apart exercise. It's for your shoulders, your lumbar, your traps, yeah. Does a little bit of lats, does a little bit of biceps. Normally when I do this I have one spring on, yeah, but I'm not going to have one spring on, I'm going to stick to the 4, so it won't be getting pulled very wide, and I don't think I'll get 20 out, but here goes. So pull apart, try not to catch me air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wowzers, that is an hard exercise with all them springs on. 6, it's a little bit like using the Bullworker. 7. 8. Wowzers. 2 more, see if we've got 2 more in there, yeah. 9. 10. I'll feel that tomorrow. Move on to power twister. Yeah, I'm going to use the Terry's power twister. I think it's about £30. Might be a little bit more, but it feels like 30. It might just because it's long. But the weight's not the issue here, really. So, underarm squeeze. Nice hold. 12, little breather. You see, the super strength builder has tired the muscles out, pre-exhausted the muscles for this. Now this is difficult, and this is where you get away with having to use a lot of weight, by pre-exhausting your muscles and going for reps as opposed to weight. Yeah, but the trick is to go slower than normal and to hold that position longer than normal. Yeah, and you hit the muscles that way. Time and attention. 16. And the secret is not to rush because you're tired, just have a quick breather. Yeah, don't start rushing. No longer than 10 seconds. That's nice, that is shoulders, chest, biceps, wrists, forehands, and a little bit of lats. This next exercise is behind the neck, and this is for shoulders. I like to bring it really high and far back, just to clear the air. Ooh, I just let it swing back then. You shouldn't do that because it takes the tension off it. Aye, starting to kick in now really bad. 16. Aye, aye, aye. Reason I stop people is because the grip goes, yeah, and I don't want to let go of that spring, so it's better just to stop. No longer than 10 seconds, there's no rush. 15, 5 more. Two more. Ooh. Right, so next exercise on the till is power twister. In front. Ten. Oh. I'm going to hold it a little bit lower for next 10, just to see if it does anything different. Hold it there. Oh, further away from body, should I say. Yeah, it's harder. 15, 5 more. It is getting hard now, this. Really is getting hard. And it's all that pause and the slow movements. One more. 20. Right, so this next exercise is a bit of side chest. This still really hurts that shoulder at back, but it is getting better. It is able to hold it more, but it puts a lot of stress on this still. So you've still got a lot of healing to do. But it is getting there. I just don't want to force the issue because I don't want to be poorly again with it. So I've got to get a good grip on it. One more. Yeah, a lot of strength that I lost in that shoulder is coming back, which is nice to see, but it's still not completely pain-free. Right, swap sides. Get a good grip. Six. Oh, I can't go as slow as I'd like to on this just because of weakness in this arm. Otherwise I'd hold it, but it just don't want to know. It is getting better though. It is getting better. One more. Next exercise. Hold it that way, so his palms downwards. Quite a difficult exercise this. Squeeze it in. Seven. Oof. As you can guess, it's for shoulders. That's what I like about the power twister and the weighted strength builder. It's just specifically mainly chest and shoulder. It's ace, but you can do back on it, biceps. Aye. Oh, 15 I think. Lost count, I think I've done more. 16. 17. Aye. Remember, don't be in a rush. Don't be rushing it. 18. 19. One more. 20. I'll tell you what has improved on me since I started using this equipment. Tendon strength. I feel it. When you squeeze there, you not only feel it in your muscles, you feel it in the tendons that attach your bicep to your forearm, and you feel it in your tendons that attach your wrist to your hand. Yeah, and you also feel it in these tendons here. These types of equipment with the springs that's forever pushing you back really do train your tendons. And I've mentioned this before, this is why as bodybuilders we're weak. Yeah, because it's all muscle, there's hardly any tension strength. People will disagree with me, but listen, I've been there, one t-shirt, and I had years of training and I had weak tendons. And that was my biggest problem as I got older. This is why I was always injured, because the muscles were stronger than the tendons. Yeah, so anybody new to bodybuilding, yeah, they want to get big muscles, yeah, don't forget your tendons, people. Take it from somebody who knows who's really injured because they didn't train the tendons, and start hitting chest expanders, power springs, anything with a spring that's that creates that massive resistance on the tendon. Yeah, not just A to B, like it's twisting and torque. Yeah, all that produces torque on your body, that trains your tendons. And if you get strong tendons, you'll be stronger at bodybuilding, trust me, yeah. I didn't know at the time, but now I do know, yeah. So I want you to know, don't miss tendons. Right, so this one is up in air and squeeze down. Oh, I'm feeling that. Them shoulders are kaput. This does upper chest and delts. And like I say, it puts a lot of emphasis on twisting them delts. Yeah, so it puts a lot of torque inside them. And after everything I've done, as slow as I've done it as well, it's quite difficult now. getting difficult on the old wrist. I'm gonna have a breather. Let's get this last 10 out. Five. Ooh, 5 more. Oh, it's going slow. It just creates a load of torque for your body. You have to try it. That's the longest 10 I've ever done. Done. This last exercise is a chest, shoulder and forearm exercise, and it really does put a lot of emphasis on your shoulders. If you notice, when I squeeze the spring, you'll see these shoulders push out that way, and that's what I like about this. It's a big shoulder builder, but it don't look like it is. Now, it's an hard exercise though. I don't like it as an exercise, but I like what it does. Does a lot of wrist as well. 7. Really is hard though, because you're twisting spring, you see. 8. I've only got 2 more in there. 9. One more. 10. Brilliant exercise that. It just really is too hard to do. So I've got the old Bullworker X5, so it's only fair to train out of the old Bullworker X5 manual, yeah. Now, the good thing about the X5 is you can use these straps separate. You can separate the straps, so it allows you to do exercises that you can't do with any other Bullworker. One of them is an upright row, which is well known for shoulders. So you can get 1 foot under there, you can hold 1 strap, yeah, get it centred, make sure it's centred before you pull, that's fairly centred, yeah, and pull up. I'm going to get a wide grip on this because I don't like a close grip, and pull, centre, 7 seconds. 7, release. Now we go for side chest compress. Seven. Swap arm. 8. There's a lot of pushing strength in this arm, but there's not a lot of holding strength in the left arm yet. It really, really does hurt when I push. You know, when I'm trying to hold it, it kills actually. Exercise 7-second compression for chest. Right, so now we'll go for a slight variation, which is low down. I'll struggle to squeeze this because of the left shoulder. When you see me struggling to squeeze these Bullworkers, it is the left shoulder injury, and nothing else. It just makes it really difficult. 7. As you see, it didn't go that far. What happens, people, when I push, I get a pain in the shoulder, yeah. There's definitely something nervy in there, and it just sends an instant horrible pain to my head. And it's one of them pains where your body just goes, please stop doing what you're doing, yeah. And this is what makes it difficult to push hard, yeah. But that said, it is getting a lot better than it was. Whereas a few months ago, I wouldn't be able to do that one. So now we go for another chest movement. The X5 has these little grips on. Now I think when you used to do the Bullworker, you'd be squeezing these things, but you can't squeeze these together like you can Bullworker. So they put these little lips on, so you could squeeze that way. So this is predominantly a back exercise, but it does do shoulders, so it's going in, pull. Now we do the archer. Again, it's mainly back, but it is shoulders as well. Now on my videos before, when this shoulder was really damaged, I couldn't reach the same mark on that side, so it is improving. So now we're going to go behind the edge. No, we're not, can't do it. So remember when I did that one, yeah, we're going to change the grip to there and do it that way. Very difficult for me, that I hardly moved, yeah. That was because it closed that shoulder joint. Now we're going to go above. Right, so that's it, people. This book does go on to do the pressy workouts. You know, the 7 seconds, you know, the 7 sets. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then hold, which I don't like. Yeah, the only reason I don't like it is I don't think the machine was invented for it. And just for me personally, it doesn't do anything. I've tried it, it doesn't seem to do anything for me. The thing where I get most joy out of that is the squeezing, yeah, and the holding, and I can feel the muscles fire up. Whereas when I'm squeezing, I just haven't got the strength. It might be this shoulder, but I just haven't got the strength to squeeze it with any real gusto in the 1s and the 2s. And I don't get no out of it until I do that hold, so I don't do it, yeah. But that's a session on chest and shoulders. That was weider super strength builder, power twister, cherries, and the Bullworker X5 1980s edition, yeah, which is a very, very good machine. Bullworker have brought an X5 Pro out now, yeah. It's the updated new version of this with interchangeable springs, and one day if I can afford it, I'll get it, but I can't afford it yet. But it's on my bucket list. I enjoyed that workout. It was a nice, short and sweet workout, yeah, but I'll feel it in the morning. Keep training.